So today I'm doing something that I know King of the Fourth Quarter has done, and a lot of you guys have been pointing that out in my comment section. You're like, hey, can you do this challenge? Or King of the Fourth Quarter did this one. You should try this one. And it's the Alphabet Rebuild Challenge. So how this works is there's 26 letters in the alphabet, which works perfectly because there's 26 players on a roster now. And what it is you can only use one person that has like a letter that starts with their first name. So if I pick Brian Anderson to represent the letter A, I can't use any other player that has their last name start with the letter A. So basically it'd be like Anderson, Baez, Starling Castro, David Dahl. So basically like that. It doesn't matter like the order that I put the players, but the only rule is I just can't have like a repeat letter. So I can't do like I can't even think of one now. So basically like I couldn't use Kirby Yates and then I couldn't have Christian Yelich on the same team because they both have a last name that starts with the letter Y. So there's one exception. There's no names or no last names that start with the letter X. So I have to use a player whose first name starts with the letter X. So like Xavier or Xander. Those are really the only two names that I can think of off the top of my head. So we'll have to figure it out when the time comes. So we're going to do a fantasy draft. It's going to be a really big challenge to try to only use player or not repeat letters. So let's hop into it, and I hope you do enjoy it. If you do, thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And of course, get in the comment section and let me know any other challenge ideas that you do have. This is going to be a tough one for sure. Let's get into it. So since I'm doing a fantasy draft, it doesn't matter what team I choose. And of course, this is going to be a tough one. So, alrighty, so here we go. It's the draft time. We have a very late pick, which sucks. But it could help us out because then, it's actually 16. So it's not as bad as I would have thought. Who do I want to go here? Verlander would get the V out of the way. But at the same time, it's Verlander, so he's not going to be good for very long. Who could we go? Story? Okay, that's not a bad one. Rendon is a really good pick. Like, I know he's going to be good. I know he's not going to let me down at all. I also kind of like the option of Bryce Harper. I'm torn between Harper and Rendon. I know Rendon's a beast. I know he hits at an elite level. Like, he always does really well. But I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to do something new. I'm going to go Bryce Harper. I'm not going to lie. I really hate where I'm at. I'd rather be at the top or at the bottom so we could always get that wrap for the rounds. So we get two quick picks, but since we're right in the middle, we're in a really tough spot. And you know what? I'm going to take Xander round 2 just to be safe so I can get that X out of the way. So I was actually going to take Kirby Yates this round, but he got chosen like 4 picks before me, which is actually kind of horrible. I'm looking around. I'm trying to find certain names, like the lower letters that are like the letters that have like a low amount of names, like V, Y. I think Jay's kind of on the lower end as well. So like Eloy could be a really good pick here. I know he's a low rated player, but Eloy Jimenez for some, like there's like Johnson and stuff like that, but like he's one of those players that I know is going to crush the ball. I know he's going to give me he's going to develop, and he gets a letter that like I just know I don't have to worry about later. I'm going to go Eloy. B is going to be Bumgarner, I think. I'm really trying to plan this out, and it's just not working at all. I kid you not, I was literally about to draft Brad Hand, then I would have known I failed already, which would have been so embarrassing that I'm in like what, round 5 or 6, and I would have failed it already by picking another H. I'm trying to look at like different avenues I could go. I think I'm going to take Dan Winkler. I know it's super early for a reliever, but I want to get that W out of the way so I don't have to worry about it later. I'm going to go Shogo Akiyama. Center field gets the A out of the way. Okay, some of these picks are actually kind of nice. All right, so I was going to go catcher, and I wanted Christian Vasquez. It would have been perfect. That would have been my V. So I'm going around looking at different names that I could go. Tsutsugo's not bad because T, there's some names out there, obviously, with T, but that actually isn't a bad one to get. My original one that I wanted for T was Gleyber Torres. Instead, I went for Xander to get that X out of the way. Luke Voigt's not a bad one for V. I'm kind of jumping around trying to figure out when I should try to pick certain players. My Y, I think, got chosen. He definitely did, was Yarborough. All right, so I'm going to have to find a different Y, and I think it's going to have to be Yastrzemski. Even though I already have a full outfield, I think Yastrzemski is going to have to be the move for Y. So let's go T. Let's go Yoshi Satsugo. All right, I'm going to get my V now. Luke Voigt. The more I'm thinking about this team, it's not the best. Jordan Yamamoto was also on my list for Y. I'm starting to freak out because I don't know too many Ys besides Yastrzemski. So I probably should pick up Yastrzemski pretty soon. All right, Moustakas is hanging around, and that's a good bat for us. So I'm going to take Moose. All right, I there's not a lot of Q names. I just went through a list. Like I have like every player up here ready to go. Quintana is one of the only Qs that's like decent. So I'm going to go Quintana. All right, getting the Y out of the way, Yastrzemski. There's too much planning going on in this draft. I feel like this team is garbage now. I'm trying to think. Before he goes, the Z's are really Zunino or Zobrist. And I'm going to go Zunino because I think he's going to stick around a little bit longer than Zobrist. So let's just go Zunino. I'm going to take Raisel Iglesias. I really need pitching. I've been really neglecting it. So let's go with Iglesias. I forgot about one letter, and it almost destroyed me because it would have been like the one letter I wouldn't have been able to do was U. There's like Urquidy, Urania, there's Luis Urias, and then there's like Gio Urshela. The rest are like really, really bad. Let's just go Gio Urshela. There we go. Whew. I really should have been an AL team now that I'm thinking about it, but you know what? We'll be fine. Dallas Keuchel's my next pick. I have no idea how I'm going to finish this out. I'm going to go Steve Cishek for my letter C. I have like the easy letters now, like D, E, F, G. Like there's not many left, but I'm struggling to find good names. Anthony Desclafani is going to be the D. And if I would have looked, I could have had Upton for you. Dang, that would have been a good one. Not even kidding. That would have been a good one. I'm trying to see what I have left. I've been like keeping track, writing them all down. And I'm trying to see what's available, what we could have that would work. And do we have any of these letters available that would be good for like a backup catcher? Get that out of the way. Not really any good backup. Omar Narvaez. Oh, that's even better. We're going to go Omar Narvaez for N. I'm going to go Scott Oberg for O. Had to make sure I didn't get an O name yet. Ross Stripling is going to be S. I'm going to go Zach Eflin. I'm trying to find other E names, and it's not going fantastic. Like, I'm scrolling, and I'm scrolling, and I'm scrolling. And it's not looking great, so I'm just going to go Zach Eflin for E. I know you guys are going to hate me for this. I'm going to take Shane Green. I need a G name. He's there. Wilmer Flores is going to be my F, and then I think we're down to just, like, the last two. Let me check. L, P, and R. Okay, last three picks. For P, I'm going to go Pollock. And then I think the last two ones are going to be pitchers. So I need L and R. Okay, let me see what names I can come up with. R is going to be Chaz Rowe. And L. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have left this one late. I know there's going to be one person that I already know. Yeah, Lester. But is there anybody else? Anybody at all? Jordan Lyles, Kyle Lloyd, Jose Lopez. What about relievers? Any L relievers? Oh boy, Tyler Lyons. I mean, might not be terrible. And that's kind of looking like the extent of L's that are available. And realistically, it is kind of an L, like with all these names that I'm going to take. So, do we need another lefty? Righty, 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 righty. I guess we kind of do need a lefty. So, I guess Lyons works out because we do need the lefty. Or we could make, yeah, Tyler Lyons works. It's not the best, but that's all 26. Let's go check out the team. All right, you're going to have to follow me on this. It's going to be jumping back and forth, but I want to go through every single letter so you guys know we're good to go. So, let's do this. I'm going to get my sheet handy so I remember every single letter, every single name. A, Akiyama. B was pitcher, Bumgarner. C was Cishek. Boom. D was Desclafani. E was Eflin. F was Wilmer Flores, part of the lineup on the bench. Nice. G was Shane Green, part of the rotation. H, Bryce Harper. You guys know he's there. I, Iglesias. J was Eloy, so we can do Harper and Eloy at the same time since we kind of skipped them. K was Keuchel, and then so K was Keuchel, L was Lions, M was Moose, and then we had Narvaez for N. Oberg was O. I know I'm kind of jumping all over the place with you guys. P was Pollock. Q was Quintana. So P was Pollock. Let's backtrack a little bit. Pollock, and then we've got R was, I forgot to write it down, and I don't remember who it was now. Who was R? Oh, Chaz Rowe, and then we had Stripling. Sutsugo's on the lineup. He's right there. We've had Urshela, Voigt. Winkler is in the rotation for W, or in the bullpen for W. X, which there isn't any, but X was Xander, Y was Yastrzemski, and Z was Zunino. That is A through Z, and we're gonna rock with it. I forgot Chaz Rowe wasn't a lefty, so this is a little bit of a problem here. We only have one lefty in the bullpen. So how this is going to work is we're going to simulate this season, see how we did with this drafted team. I know I just kind of went through that very monotone wise, and I'm sorry about that. I wish I could have done that a little bit differently, but like, this is the team. But like, I just wanted to get through the alphabet, let you guys know this is what we're working with. So yeah, this is what we're working with. This is our team. I don't really like two setups, but that's just the way it's going to have to work out for the year. Catcher, I'm going to put Narvaez for sure. This is our bench. This is the squad. It looks really solid. I actually really like this team. Akiyama, Harper, Bogarts, Eloy, Moose, Voigt, Tsutsugo, Urshela, and Narvaez. A lot of power. A lot of good hitters. The pitching is really what I'm worried about. It's not the best. I really should have focused on pitching a lot more. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Let's see how we're ranked as a team. Probably pretty high the more I think about it. We're ranked 3rd. Offensively great. Pitching and stuff, not fantastic. But I still have faith in this team. Let's simulate the year, see how it goes. And then obviously in the offseason, whoever we let go or whoever we end up trading, we have to replace them with, you know, a letter of similar sorts. So let's get into it. Hopefully it goes well. I'll see you guys at the end of season 1. So we made the postseason as a wild card team, which is okay. I definitely would have expected a little bit better, but I think pitching really let us down. So that's going to be an area I'm going to try to improve, especially since offensively we're really good. We could probably get rid of some of those pieces and still be really good. But we were 92 and 70. We're going to be taking on the Dodgers, which for me means nothing because I don't even know who's on what team anymore. But it looks like the Cardinals are ranked 2nd somehow. Maybe their pitching is just like all 90s. But you guys can see everyone. The Orioles. Whoa, the Orioles are good. We're going to take a look at their team, see how they made the postseason. But I definitely want to see the Cardinals line up really quick. So that's going to be this way. Yeah. So Senzel, McCutchen, Arenado, Stanton, Vogelbach, Hayward. And I mean, I'm looking at their stats and like, yeah, some players kind of popped off, like Vogelbach, Arenado, obviously. But like, is their pitching? Like, I know their pitching was the reason that they were kind of stacked, but okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, their pitching is kind of good. I mean, but really, is it? I don't get that, man. All right, who is the other team? The Orioles. Okay, the Orioles. Let's take a little sneak peek at what they've got. They've got Moncada, Markakis, Betts, Anderson. Like this team is kind of scary for franchise. Yeah, that team is kind of scary. And then we'll take a look at their pitching as well, just to kind of see what's going on there. I mean, again, like I don't get how these teams are popping off. Maybe I'm building too good of teams. I don't know. So let's just take a look at some of the like offensive league leaders, because I want to see if like someone just destroyed any kind of records at all. 44 home runs, 51 home runs, and Mike Trout on the Braves. All right. 2 gold gloves, that was it. Mike Trout was MVP along with, wow, Mitch, really? Kershaw and Strasburg. The title went to Yelich and Betts. No reliever of the year at all. Nobody was good enough to get that award. And Rookie of the Year went to Alec Baum and Dylan Carlson. And then Akiyama and Tsutsugo didn't win Rookie of the Year. They just weren't good enough, apparently. So here we go. Let's see where we got let down. Ross Stripling let us down. Only 61 innings pitched though. So it looks like having a really stacked bullpen kind of hurts us because innings are going to be all over the place. Like Oberg had almost 100 innings, which I don't really get that. Cishek struggled a bit. Lyons struggled a little bit. So did Chaz Rowe. Iglesias was great. Shane Green was great. And so was Winkler. Winkler was pretty good. So I definitely want to try to replace some of our bullpen arms, see if we can get a little bit better. And then when you take a look at our starting rotation, like, it was okay. It wasn't anything to get blown away by, but it definitely wasn't the worst out there. And like, I'm not upset by it, you know, I can't complain. And then looking at our bench, it wasn't terrible. Akiyama really let me down. That's disappointing. Xander Bogaerts was fantastic. Bryce Harper was pretty good. Eloy was subpar. Moustakis was really good. Voit was fantastic. Holy cow. Satsugo was okay. Urshela unlimited appearances was pretty decent. Narvaez was good. But I'm really disappointed in some of those players that we drafted. So season 1, we're gonna do some things. We're gonna play the Dodgers, see how it goes. A little quick manage, and let's see how this goes. Let's see how we get this win. Bumgarner on the mound, and we're facing David Price. So I hope we can just tally on some runs. Brantley, Madrigal, they've got Glaber and Acuna and Vlad Jr. Talk about a team for the future. Wow, they're set. That is a lineup and a half just with those 3 players. Like that, you've got, whew. Okay, that's a good, those are some good pieces to have. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I think I had a stroke mid-sentence. So, yeah, this is a pretty quiet game. 1-0. Gets out of that. Okay, I need Bumgarner to come up so we can take him out. That's not going to happen. All right, I'm still going to take him out. We're going to go Iglesias. And, all right, pinch hit for Iglesias. Pinch hit for Iglesias. They still have Price in. Where is the offense, man? Where is the offense? We're going to go Shane Green. Comes down to this. Harper's up against Archie Bradley. A fly out. A strikeout. We do get a single, but then nothing happens. Like, dude, really? David Price pitched a gem. Looked outstanding. Let's get into the offseason. Let's figure out what we're going to do with this team. The Cardinals defeated the Orioles. So the 2 best teams in baseball faced off in the World Series. And that happened. So I don't know, man. I really don't. Like, anybody big? Doesn't look like it. Pujols became a Hall of Fame member. So we had Didi on the team. Like, that was we had actually quite a few decent players that I just couldn't get in the lineup because we already had players in their spots. So what I'm gonna do here, I'll bump that up. I'll make him a bullpen arm, so that he's like, hey, yeah, I definitely want to join you, and that's fine. I'm not gonna go 5 years in the future. Descalfani was okay, but let's do my thing. You know, the whole club option, what I'm known for at this point. Quintana, how were you? Not terrible, and like for Q, it's kind of tough. So like, let's just do that, and then Zunino. I do need a Z. I don't even know if like any other Z's are available besides Zobrist. Let's look really quickly. It doesn't look like it that are any good. So I might just have to bring back Zunino to be the backup catcher just so that we have the Z on the team. But we'll just do that. And C-Shek for C. I definitely think we can get a better C. And then yeah, I'll let the rest walk, and then I'll see what I can do there. So yeah, let's take a look. So 40 man, anybody that I'm worried about? Not really. Arbitration, not Row. I definitely want a different R, but and maybe a different S. So what did we let go of so far? I don't remember now. So I need an R so I can write this down and I remember it. R, S, and the player that we got rid of was, I don't remember, so I'm going to have to look it up, which is really bad memory on my part. I might need even a new L. Let's do a new L too. Season 2 is going to start with a big trade. I'm talking massive. Akiyama and Medina for Arano and Chapman. Yeah. So fixes the A that we're about to lose, and we needed a C anyways. It's a pretty big one. So I'm going to make a trade for Luis Perdomo, replacing AJ Pollock, which means I had to add another player. You can see I'm just off the trade. So Scott Oberg's going to get traded. So I need another O player, and that's going to be the last player I need. So let me find someone with O as the last name. Otherwise, I'm going to be in a little bit of trouble because I just got rid of him for nothing then. All right, so I signed 2 players out of free agency to fill up the rest of the team, but this is what we've got. Bumgarner, Keuchel, Quintana, DeSclafani, and Eflin. I tried to mix up the team, especially the rotation, because I felt like that was going to be our weakest point after what we did in free agency. And there just weren't any trades that I could get that would help us stick within this alphabet rebuild challenge guidelines. This is our bullpen. Massive improvements. Added Yates, Chapman, and Arano this offseason. Just unbelievable pickups. And then, of course, lineup. Basically the same. Springer came in to play center field from free agency, and that's why I traded Akiyama. I really don't want Harper leading off, so I'm not going to do that. It's probably going to be, I don't know. We don't really have a leadoff hitter the more I look at it. And then I brought in Paulo Orlando and Jordan Luplow to fill up the team. I looked through like the players that we have. I don't know what to do. I guess I could have called up like Quintana to be another, like the Q, the Leonardo Quintana or Lorenzo Quintana, and then traded for a different pitcher. I could have done that, but like it's tough. This was probably the toughest rebuild I've done. It really was. This one was tough. This one, I'll give it to you guys. This one was tough. So I'm gonna rock with this team. I'm gonna change up the lineup just a little bit, just so that we don't have like a big chunk of righties and a big chunk of lefties, and Bryce Harper is not leading off. So this is what we're gonna rock with. Let's go see where we're ranked as a team. Second. So we should do better, right? I think that's how it works. So I'll see you guys at the end of the year. All right, so big improvements. 101 wins, 61 losses. Won the division, taking on the Mets. So let's take a look, see what other teams were like unbelievable. And the Dodgers, wow. Okay, any other teams hit 100 wins? No, doesn't look like it. So let's go take a look at the Dodgers, because clearly they're a team to keep your eye on. I don't understand how that happens every single. Yeah, I mean, they did have Torres, Acuna, and Vlad, so I remember that part. But we didn't really take a look at their pitching, so let's take a little gander at that. Maybe it just really improved. And like I mean, I guess they just kind of, the pitching I'm not like super impressed with. I guess it's just the offense really popped off. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. So Xander Bogaerts had the most hits and the most runs in baseball. Jose Quintana, best win percentage. All right. And looking at some of these other league leaders, Betts had 47, doubles, Adam Eaton had 50. Okay. And then home runs, 48 for Crush Davis and 51 for Glaber. So yeah, I think the Dodgers just offensively are going to be one of those powerhouse teams that it's just going to be really tough to beat them. So let's hope we don't face them. And looking at the rest of the award winners, you guys can see Jordan on the Yankees. Imagine him in Yankee Stadium with that short porch. So here we go. Luis Perdomo was okay, not as good as he was last year, and he threw less innings. So that's, I mean, actually, the more I look at it, it's not a bad year. It's just because he threw less innings, you know, because like if you look at it, his earned runs did go up, but it was okay. It was okay. So Rizal was good. Arano wasn't as good as he was last year, but again, he threw more innings. So, I mean, I can't really fault him there. Shane Green was good. Winkler was good. Kirby Yates was all right. And then, ooh, Chapman. What? Yikes. Bumgarner wasn't bad, just not ace material. Keuchel was a lot better than he was last year. Actually, he was about the same as he was last year. About the same. DeSclafani, probably about the same. Quintana, about the same, actually. Like, everybody's just, like, did pretty similar to what they did. Zach Eflin was really the only one that kind of, like, brought his run numbers down. So, again, I'm not, like, overly impressed with our pitching staff, but it got the job done. So, clearly, like, that's good. George Springer had a phenomenal season. I'm glad we picked him up. Xander Bogaerts is unbelievable. Holy cow. Bryce Harper had a really good year. It's looking like offensively, that's where the team kind of carried the team. Because, like, you look at these numbers. These are fantastic numbers from everybody. Yoshi's numbers are a little down, but outside of that, I'm really happy with this team. So it looks like pitching was like, let's just get the job done. Let's eat innings. Try to limit runs as best as possible. And then the offense really took over and did what they had to do. So that's basically that's what it looks like happened. So going against the Mets, and we advance, which is good. But this is where I'm worried now, because I really didn't want to face the Dodgers. It was inevitable. Like, it was going to happen. So, like, am I, like, shocked? No. Did I want to face them? No. And we were up 3-0. We were up 3-0, and we're about to just throw this all away. Let's hop into it. I'm trying to think of their lineup. Acuna, Vlad. There was Glaber. A lot of righties. So I'm going to go Desclafani just to go righty-righty matchups. Hopefully that works out for us. I'm praying it does. And then if it doesn't, I guess then it doesn't, right? I mean, so we score, we're up 1-0, and he got out of that bases loaded jam. Then Eloy brings in 2 runs. We're up 5-0 thanks to Luke Voit. You love to see it. Okay, love it. All right, let's keep it going. Desclafani's doing well. If he can give us like 5 innings, I'm happy with that. We'll throw it over to the bullpen and see what we can do here. Let's just be smart. Let's go to the bullpen and let's go Eflin. I know he's a little tired, but if he can eat like 1 or 2 innings, that'd be great. And he did. I'm gonna take him out here, and then let's just go Zunino. Pinch hit, home run, even better. Love to see it. And then let's go Yates. 1 home run allowed. But, okay, that's fine. I'm perfectly happy with that. Moose gets us a run and then some, so that's good to see. And then we'll let Yates just close it out. Boom. We're going to the World Series. I don't know why I read that, and I thought it said that we went to the NLCS. But no, we're going to the World Series, taking on the Twins or the Yankees. Okay. And we are taking on the Yankees. So let's go take a look at their lineup, see what they're kind of rocking with before we head into their this matchup. So Jordan, Correa, okay, Witt's on the team as well. So okay, it's not a bad team at all. Some glitchy players here. Yo, Manuel Margot kind of popping off. Let's take a look at their pitching staff. This might be what's like really carrying them. Fulmer, Dylan File, Yamamoto, Casey Mize, a lot of young guys. And then you look at their bullpen. It's a little bit older, but still a pretty solid team. So all right. Let's hop into this. Desclafani just pitched, so I obviously don't want him pitching. So let's just move Bumgarner there. How's Keuchel been? Not terrible. So actually, let's just go like that. Yeah, let's go like that. See how it goes. And I'm feeling good. We might be able to do this. And we swept them. We made it look easy there. And let's take a look at awards. See who won it. MVP was Bryce Harper for the playoffs. And also the World Series. You love to see it. And then Jordan was the postseason MVP for the AL. So that's it, guys. I'm going to leave it there. It took us 2 years to win a World Series with the Alphabet Rebuild Challenge. I'm not going to lie. This one was tough. This one was pretty tough. And I think going forward for certain challenges, we're going to try to at least make the World Series. So if that takes like 3-4 years, we're going to do that. But since this only took 2, and because it was like kind of a draft, I'm going to keep this video at 2 seasons because I have a feeling it's going to be pretty long as is. So I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, hit that no. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoy the content. And of course, let me know some other rebuild ideas that you guys can come up with, and I'll start popping them up on screen for future videos. And that's about it, guys. I'm going to leave you with 2 videos. I hope you do go check them out if you haven't yet. All social media links are down in the description. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.